I forgot to go live over on the other ones. I forgot to click it. So we are live on every platform here once again, as it's going to be Eddie starting on the pole. Outside of him, it's going to be James Frazier in the number 99. Brock Smith in that number 3 spot with Patrick in 4th. AJ going to start in that number 5 position. Austin Bolson in 6th. Nick Nowak in 7th. And Jeffrey in that number 8 spot. The face space, he called me. He called us live on the face space. You know what I didn't do? And I got to go ahead and refresh this so I can see it everywhere. Hold on 1 second, guys, so I can see your chat. Do. All right, who's ready for some mini stocks here tonight? Yes, I am going to do mini stocks tomorrow, Landon. Of course, we got 6 people over on YouTube. Let me do a little test text there. Can't believe I forgot to hit go live over on Facebook. Can I get an F in the chat for me? F in the chat for the streamer not knowing how to stream. Definitely deserve that F. I know TikTok's working. Let's see if Facebook's working. It was working earlier. Work again. Do it. You're probably not going to be there. Been sick all. Oh, you'll be all right tomorrow. Come on. A little racing always makes you feel a little bit better. Moody. It is iRacing. F for James, right? That's how you spell it. FJAMES. All right, we are getting off the starting grid looking for the green flag here tonight. Let me know out in the chat who is your favorite as they head out of turn number 2. What is it on? It is on iRacing. iRacing on PC only. Oh, if that's what you mean. On PC only. All right, they are going to get 1 to go at the line. 1 to go as they come across the start-finish line. My money on James Frazier, says Benjamin. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I see. I forgot to hit go live. I had it up. I went live, but I forgot to click go live. Such an idiot, Cody. All right, pace car are going to pull off a turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Eddie Furness on that front row with James Frazier. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. A little bit of contact for the lead as Frazier tries to squeeze Eddie down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Doing good, Matt. How about you? I'm doing good. Yeah, well, tomorrow's a whole new day. Down the back straightaway, we got a battle for the lead. Let me go click on it. I'm over here talking to the chat as Farna's is going to take the lead back. Here comes Frazier back down low. Down into 1 and 2, 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there. Frazier going to push Eddie up the track. Drag race out of turn number 4. Eddie's going to have it at the line as they head into 1 and 2. Frazier going to dig hard down on the inside as they come out of turn number 2. Can Eddie get the run down the back straightaway? Looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Eddie on the outside. Frazier getting the edge, but here comes Eddie fighting back out of turn number 4. Oh my God, it was a dead heat at the line as we are 3 laps into E-race number 1. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Eddie going to get the run on the outside. That top side at 3 and 4 is cooking, but he can't get it to really drive through 1 and 2. Little bit of contact out. Frazier at the line that time by. What a race for the lead through turn number 1 and 2. They're racing hard in the back, but we're watching the battle up front. It is iRacing, CJ. As they head into 3 and 4, should be Eddie at the line. He's got that top side digging. Eddie at the line with 3 laps to go. Heat race number 1 out here as these guys continue to duke it out for that number 1 spot. Contact for third as AJ's going to knock Brock up the track. That's going to open the door for Patrick. Still side by side up at the front. They're still into each other. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Eddie at the line with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they come out of turn number 4. Two down the back straightaway. Drag race into turn number 3. Eddie with that high side. He's got the high side digging out of 3 and 4. It's going to be hard to beat it as they come out of turn number 4 down into turn number 1 and 2. White flag is in the air through turn number 1 and 2. Eddie's going to pull him out of turn 2. 1 more turn to go as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Eddie pushes, but he's going to take the win here in heat race number 1. James Frazier, AJ, Patrick, Brock Smith, Jeffrey, Austin Bolson, and Nicholas Nowak in that number 8 spot. Go Eddie, says Susan. Yeah, that was a great race for the lead. Eddie and Frazier are putting on a hell of a show here early on tonight. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the likes. I see that share. Sorry, I was watching the race and I missed it. My bad. They do have super late models and pro late models. Yes, they do. All right, let's get ready for. Whoa, Burke pulled off. Oh no, he had the pull. Nope, he's back. It was an internet malfunction. As they head out of into turn number 1 and 2, they're going to get that one to go. This time, next time by, as it is going to be James Burke starting on the pole, Vandenbush in second, Greg Johnson in third. Thank you, Greg, for the support, by the way. It's going to be Quentin Johnson in that number 4 spot with Dale Farnes in fifth. Going to be Matoxin in that number 6 spot with Cade Gailey in that number 7 position. It is going to be 8 laps here in heat race number 2 as they got them stacked up 2 by 2, heading into turn number 1 and 2. Going green flag this time by. Yeah, no, I get that. I definitely get that. Ah, that sucks, Ernst. That sucks. Pace truck is taking off out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag at the line. Burke and Vandenbush heading towards turn number 1. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Burke tries to slide up the track, makes a little bit of contact with Vandenbush on the outside, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Scott Helms with the 100 stars. Out of turn number 2 down the back straight, 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Burke driving away. Battle is for that number 3 spot as Vandenbush tries to hold on. Helms, I saw all the ones you gave the other night, man. I freaking appreciate that. I appreciate that. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, a little less racy here in heat race number 2. Here comes Cade with a big run out of turn number 2. Does it cost? This one's $5. This one's $5. 6-1. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Tomorrow I got some free ones if you want to run. Just look for MDiTV to pop up and host it around 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be battle for that number 3 spot as Cade looking to the outside of Vandenbush out of turn 4. They're trying to close the gap on Matoxin. Matoxin, our biggest gainer, as he is up 4 spots to the number 2 position. Here comes Cade looking down low down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Can he get that run? He can't. They're going to keep it single file down into 1 and 2. 5 laps in the books. These guys starting to close in on each other. Could we end up with a big race at the end of this one as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4 as Farnes going to dive up in front of Johnson. Johnson going to come back to the bottom side. Johnson going to take that number 5 spot back as 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. We're watching the battle for the number 5 position as Farnes and Johnson try to figure it out. Oh, Farnes comes up. Johnson didn't lift Farnes with a big save out of turn 4. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Farnes into the door of Johnson. He's going to hit him again in turn number 3 and 4. Knocks him up the track. Out of turn 4, it's going to be Burke, Matoxin, Vandenbush, Gailey, Johnson, Farnes, and Johnson going off into the feature. You know, I think Farnes was a little upset about that, but I don't think that was really Johnson's fault. I mean, I guess he could have lifted, but who the fuck lifts? I can't see who it is. Who is it? Ethan, thank you for the W. Appreciate that, buddy. As we are going to get a little bit of a warm-up and get into tonight's 50-lap main event as these guys pull out on the track. Why did that happen? Oh, that's unfortunate. Why was it showing 11? That's weird. I am doing 4 cylinders tomorrow. Yes, I am. Let's go, Clinton Norwood, says Scott Helms. You know, I appreciate you, Helms. I definitely appreciate you. As we're going to get a little bit of warm-up, Patrick going to come out here and put down a quick time early on. McToxin out on the track. More cars pulling out of the track as we're going to get about 3 minutes probably of warm-up here. James Frazier going to win this thing, says Brandon Bolin. I don't know what tracks I'm going to do yet. I actually didn't even think about it, honestly. So it's going to be a surprise tomorrow. As we come out of turn number 4, these guys going to duke it out here. Man, if the race looks like this practice, this is going to be fun to watch. If the race looks like heat race number 1, this is going to be fun to watch. Oh, Preston with some gifts out here. Preston with the heart meat and the lightning bolt. Appreciate you, Preston. Appreciate you. Oh, we got the roses from Brandon Bolin. 5 roses from Brandon Bolin. Appreciate you, Brandon. Gonna take that number 1 spot. Oh yeah, just look up MDiTV and hosted. It'll be right in there. MDiTV tomorrow at 9:15. The race will go up. 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And hosted, we're going to do 1 dirt and 1 asphalt. Preston with the 4 lightning bolts. Appreciate you, Preston. These guys duking it out for that number 1 spot there for gifting tonight. Oh. All right, so these guys gonna go and get ready for tonight's main event. We're gonna see when they go ahead and close down this warm up. We run in the Grove tomorrow. You know, I didn't even think about it. I haven't even thought about it, Benjamin. But I'll be on in a little bit if you want to talk about it after I'm done streaming. Oh, what was that? I don't think I've seen that one. Brandon, thank you for the 6 Fest bolts. He's going to go ahead, Fest burst. Wow, I can't even talk. He's going to go ahead and go to the top of the charts of the gifts over there on TikTok. Yeah, that's insane. That's weird. That is weird. Right now I'm in AMX's server, but after I'm done with this, I'm going to jump over to mine, hang out for a little while. Got a bunch of hearts. Thank you guys for the likes. We are at 2K likes over on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys over on TikTok. Looks like we might run this one all the way through, or pretty much, as we are 4 minutes into this warm-up. They're advancing it right now. All right, guys. And also, if you're since you're over on the TikTok side, 6-1, if you go ahead and click on my profile, my Discord link is in there, just in case you need a little bit of help finding the race tomorrow. All right, guys, you guys ready for some racing here tonight? Let's go ahead and pull up tonight's starting lineup. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of music with this starting lineup. I got to make some more songs. All right, guys, who's ready for some racing here tonight as they grid up on the starting line? It is going to be the number 21 of Eddie Farnas starting on the pole here tonight. Outside of him in the number 7 Red Bull Machine, it's going to be James Burke. Starting on the inside of row number 3 here tonight, it's going to be the 6-1 of James Frazier. Starting on the outside of row number 4, it's going to be the number 19 of Nathan Straight Line Metoxin. Starting inside row number 3 here tonight in the number 33 machine, it's going to be AJ Hunzer. I just totally fucked that up, but that was funny. All right, starting outside of him in the number 89 machine, it's going to be Tyler Vandenbush. Starting inside row number 4 here tonight, it's going to be the number 99 of Patrick Solari. Starting in that number 8 spot outside row number 4, it's going to be Cade Gailey. Starting on the inside of row number 10, it's going to be Brock Smith. Or not, row number 5, it's going to be Brock Smith. Starting outside him in the 150 out of Canada, it's going to be Greg Johnson. Starting inside row number 6 here tonight in that number 11 spot, it's going to be Jeffrey Latch. Starting in the number 12 spot here tonight in 027, it's going to be Eddie Farnes. Then rounding out the rest of the field, it is going to be Quentin, Austin, and Nick Nowak as they come out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be 3 wide for the number 2 spot. That's going to bleed out the number 33. He's going to fall back a whole bunch of spots. Here comes James Frazier. Back to battle Eddie out of turn number 4. Eddie's going to lead out number 1 as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be all Eddie out front. James in second. Burke in third. We got the James and James show in that number 2 spot. 2 and 3 spot. As they come out of turn number 4, yellow flag is out as we got trouble all over the track. I think there was an issue going into turn number 3 and then one coming out of turn 4. We're going to go take a look and see what happened. Chaos. Oh my God, where are you going, Matoxin? Oh no. Dale got into the 27 of Cade there. We're going to go back and take another look at that one. They were stuck 3 wide coming out of turn number 2. Oh, there's contact. That's what's setting the Matoxin down there. Eddie just pushes. They're wrecking up high. Cade had to pitch it down low, and yeah, Cade goes around as a caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. Let's go, Burke, says Clint. Yeah, Burke's having a good run. All right, it is 1 to go as they come out of turn number 2. We are looking for the green flag this time by as they come down the back straightaway. They're trying to get it straightened out 2 by 2 as we are going to look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Oh, they held it up. They did delay the start, so we are not going green this time by. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a hell of a show up at the front with Eddie and James Frazier if they can keep it up here tonight. I see that one coming already. All right, so they did call that one a racing deal. Fair call. Green flag is out as they come out of turn 4. Farnes on the gas, heading into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Frazier easily taking that number 2 spot as they're trying to take it 3 wide for third as the 33 of AJ drifts up, hits the wall out of turn number 2. He's going to fight back on the outside as they head into 3 and 4. Frazier looks to be pushing out of turn number 4. That's going to hurt his time. He's going to have the 7 of Burke up underneath him as it says James and James shows. We got to wreck back into turn number 1 and 2. No caution flag. No caution flag as Dale went around as they head. Oh, caution, caution, caution. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, Eddie came up. Nowhere for Austin Bolson to go there. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to look at this one. The 25 can't go any higher. He's got a car above him. Oh, no. He couldn't come up. 027 of Dale Farnes comes up across the nose of the 25 of Austin Bolson there. I thought Austin had somebody above him, but he didn't. But that one's going to be on Dale as he came up the track. He was definitely expecting the 25 to be a little bit higher. Unfortunately, he was not, and that's going to be a lot of damage on the front of that 027. Looks like we are going green flag this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. down the back straightaway. We're going to try to get some green flag laps here as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. James and James make contact as Frazier tries to pitch down Burke. Burke said, oh, we got one around. Down the back straightaway. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Heading into turn number 3. That should be a caution flag. It is as they come out of turn number 4. So this is going to put these guys single file here. Let's go see what happened to Vandenbush here as he got turned down the back straightaway. A lot of these guys are, it looked like the 53 of Quentin and Metoxin got together there. And that is what caused that one. Metoxin got into the 53. That's going to hook him into the 89. Unfortunately, Vandenbush a victim in that one as we get the third caution here in 4 laps. We're going to try to take it single file this time for this restart. I put my water in the freezer too long, if you guys can hear that. Half of it's frozen in the bottom. As we are going to get them lined up single file down into turn number 1 and 2. Let's see if we can get that green flag going this time by. Thank you guys for getting me to 3K likes over on TikTok. Let's see if we can get us up to 5K as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Pace truck going to fly out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come down the front straightaway. Here comes Burke looking back up underneath Frazier. Can't quite get there as they come through 1 and 2. Here comes Patrick. Oh, no, is that Patrick? I think it's Patrick. It is Patrick. Into turn number 3 and 4. He's got to back out of it. We're wrecking out of turn number 4. Wow. Can we get it together? I don't think we've gotten have we gotten a green flag lap yet, guys? Maybe one. I think we got one green flag lap. And then a caution. You know, I don't even know that you got to give each other room here. You got to give each other room. It is lap number 5. And Smith gets the wall there and then comes down into Nick Nowak, turning him around hard into the outside wall. You know, I probably got to put that one on Brock. And I think he put it on himself because he definitely lifted out of that. Brock gets the wall here. This is really what sets Brock in the bad spot. Nowak with the run, and there's nothing Nowak could have done there. Nothing he could have done any different. Just a victim of circumstances there. As we get the caution flag here once again. 4 caution flags here tonight. Yep, they called it the way I seen it. As we are going green flag. Out of turn number 4, green flag is out. The 46 did not get the OL as they were going green flag. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. The leader's going to stay nose to tail. We got a 3 wide for third. Into turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead as Frazier's up underneath Barnes. Not able to get it to stick. He's got to get back in line. Back to 3 wide for that number 3 spot. As they come out of turn number 2, they're going to get back down to 2 wide for 4th as they come down the back straightaway. Here comes Frazier back down low. Frazier going to dig low out of turn number 4, trying to get the run off of 4. It is that top side is digging in 3 and 4, but he's got it digging in 1 and 2 down on the bottom as they head out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's going to have to push up and use Eddie's door just a little bit to try to get that run off of turn number 4 to make that pass through. Right now, it looks like that top lane is really where it's at in 3 and 4. Not able to complete the pass as they come down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4 once again. Here comes Frazier back down low. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. He's got to either make it work on the bottom of 1 and 2, or he's got to get a little physical in turn number 3 and 4 is what I think is going to happen. He can't wreck him, but he's definitely got to use a little bit of body work there as he got a much better run on the bottom side, but Eddie's going to have the lead at the line. Frazier going to get the run through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Eddie back to the outside, down into turn number 3. That top side definitely digs out the corner. Frazier going to punch him up the track. Out of turn 4, Eddie's going to have it at the line. Getting a little elbows up at the front as we are getting a nice green flag run here as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to have the lead at the line? Frazier not able to clear him. Here comes Eddie back on the outside. It's a dead heat at the line in the 1 and 2. Frazier going to slide up. That's the move he needed right there. Frazier to the point down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. What's up, Wallace? I had a great day today. It's actually been pretty good. Oh, Frazier in the lead. New race leader that time by as Frazier has the lead down the back straightaway again into turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be the leaders nose to tail. They have brought Patrick's been quick in practice. He is definitely closing in on these leaders. This might be a 3-man battle up at the front as Patrick could upset the field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It is going to be nose to tail for the leaders. Let's take a... Oh, we got heard contact with the wall. Somebody got the wall. It might have been Farnes there in that 027. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. We got a battle up here a little bit as Vandenbush has pressure to the outside as Quentin Johnson to the high side. He's going to close the door on a turn number 2. Quentin back to that number 7 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Keeping an eye on what's going on up front as these guys close in on lap traffic. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side. Maybe Johnson not able to get it to stick. He's got to get back in line into turn number 3 and 4. So far, keeping it lean and green. 19 laps into this 50-lap main event as they head into turn number 1 and 2. As they come down the back straightaway, lap traffic. As it looks like Brock Smith going to go to the high side as these guys dig down at the bottom in turn number 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, AJ might be creeping in on these guys in that number 33. Could we have a 4-man battle for the win here tonight? This could get interesting. And this track is going to slick it up a little bit, guys. So it's going to definitely be a lot different at the end of this race than it is right now. And I'll be interested to see how it affects these drivers as they come out of turn number 4. Right now, everybody pretty spread out. You got to go back here to Farnes and Cade to get the first battle on the track. Cade looking to the outside of Farnes. Farnes going to slam the door out of turn number 2. Cade's going to give him a bump into turn number 3 and 4. Battle back here as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Cade trying to cut down. It did not work as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be still single file for these two. Got a little bit of a battle just behind them with Nick and Nathan as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Things have definitely slowed down a bit right now through the field. Big battle here, though, as here comes Cade down low, up underneath Dale into 3 and 4. Cade going to send it, slides up the track. Dale back with a cut down out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Dale's going to keep the spot at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, Cade's found something here as we got lap traffic up ahead of this battle. The 46 of Brock Smith going backwards as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cade going to try to duck up underneath, not able to do it. He's going to stay in line as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, here comes Cade once again. Is he going to try to use the lap car as a pick as they head into turn number 3 and 4? Side by side into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact going to knock Cade sideways. He's going to lose some ground as they head into 1 and 2. Dale going to try to make quick work of lap traffic as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Cade behind him as they are closing in on Greg Johnson as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We got a battle for the lead. Let's move back up to the front as we got Eddie and Frazier side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Eddie Farnes trying to work that bottom side. James Frazier to the outside. They're going to pitch down a little bit through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. 49 user 5822. Thank you for the 49 roses and the heart. Me appreciate that. And then we got, what the heck is that? We got 12 alien pets from Brandon Bolin. Appreciate you, Brandon. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome out there. Let's go ahead and see what brought out that caution. Looks like it was Jeffrey caught up in this one. As we get the 5th caution flag of the night. Good green flag run there. I definitely appreciate you guys. All right, we're going to... Oh, okay, so, yeah. Oh, 145 came across Brock, and it looks like Jeffrey going to be a victim here. So Nick was trying to clear Brock and did not. Comes up across his nose and causes the wreck down the back straightaway. Brandon with the 22 GGs. Appreciate that, Brandon. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate you. You guys are freaking awesome here tonight. Definitely shaking up things here for me as we are at 4.8K likes over on TikTok. All right, we're going to try a double file restart once again as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for the green flag this time by... As they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Out of turn 4, green flag is out as Frazier's on the gas. Look at that jump by the outside lane. They're going to try to take it 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. The 33 of AJ tries to stick it in the middle. We got contact as Patrick almost gets turned around. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. They're going to go single file for the top 4, but here comes AJ looking to the outside into turn number 1 and 2. Obviously racing side by side further back as Quentin Johnson has made it up 9 spots as he tries to make his way around Burke through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. It is all Frazier out front. Eddie Farnes trying to reel him back in as they come out of turn number 2. 32 laps in the books. Naughty Chicken. Mark Thrash with the Naughty Chicken. Mark takes the leaderboard on. That's freaking awesome, Mark. That is freaking awesome. User 5822. Is that you, Eric? Thank you for the share. Appreciate that. As they come out of turn 4, we got a battle for the lead as Eddie has made his way back up underneath Frazier. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Eddie going to try to slide him out of turn 2. Frazier going to stay in the gas. Hits the wall. Drag race down the back straightaway. That's what I thought. Down into turn. Oh, they touch. They touch on a turn 4. All of them keep it straight as Frazier's going to fall back to 3rd. Patrick able to hold on to it. He's going to stick in the middle as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And it's going to be Farnes to the point once again. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Big save out of the top 3 as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2 once again. Here comes Patrick. Patrick looking for a little something. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Patrick looking down low. Can't quite get there. He's going to get back in line as they come down the front straight. 13 laps to go. Time is running out. Patrick ready to get on that gas as they come out of 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Patrick was pretty confident before this one. We got some tiny dinies. What are you doing? Tiny dinies. 3 tiny dinies from Mark. And a TikTok. Appreciate you, Mark. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Patrick looking down low. Travis, thank you for the follow. Down out of turn number 4. Patrick trying to get that bottom side to work. It's just not there right now. He's got it rolling all right, but not enough speed. He's going to try sliding up out of turn number 2. Almost opens the door for Frazier. Frazier going to look down into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Patrick putting the pressure on Eddie. Eddie's going to bang the wall out of turn 2, down into turn number 3 and 4. And it's going to be 9 laps to go. Can these guys hold on for 9 more laps? Patrick looking good in that number 99 in the number 2 spot. Ooh, Patrick almost to the quarter panel of the number 21 that time by. Out of turn number 2, running out of time. He's got to figure out how to find his way around that number 21 as they come across the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Still single file up at the front. Patrick looking for a way around Eddie Farnes as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Eddie's going to slide up the track. Patrick looks so good through 3 and 4 right there. As Susan out there in the chat going, come on, Eddie. Get on that gas. I know you didn't say that last part, but definitely was what you were thinking. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be 6 laps to go at the line. 6 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Eddie's going to get a little bit of separation between him and Patrick. Patrick going to try to close it in out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's going to shove it in real hard in 3 and 4. Not able to get the run. They're going to be about a car length between first and second. 5 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. Does Patrick have anything for Eddie? Will he use that bumper? Come on now, Eddie, son, win. Let's go. Out of turn number 2, out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Patrick trying to put the pressure on him. Good run through 1 and 2 for Patrick. He's going to close in on the back bumper of the 21 as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Eddie's going to ship it in hard. Patrick a little bit harder. He closes in about a half a car length between the two. He's going to touch him, says Mark. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is 3 laps to go. 3 more laps to go as they head through 3 and 4. Caution is on the track. Oh no, caution on the track. This was about to get good. We are going to get cool tires. This could get crazy. And you know what? I don't know if they're doing 2x2 starts at the end of this or if it's going to be single file. It should be single file. Let's see what happened to Greg Johnson here. I think is he going to get the, no, he just gets loose in the slick. It goes around on him. As it brings out the caution flag, he's just going to hold the brake and not pull in front of these. Oh, man, he almost killed Patrick there as the caution flag comes out. That is not what we wanted to see, said Will. I guarantee Eddie, well, I don't know. This might be an advantage to Eddie. He's going to have a 2-lap shootout here. It is super hard to pass. It looked like Patrick was starting to get a little bit of a groove in, and that might have actually saved him as Eric out here with the 15 Vespers. Appreciate that. 7.4K likes. You guys are freaking awesome. Predicting the bump and run off of turn 1 and 2. I think that's where he's going to have to do it if he's going to do it. Looking for the green flag out of turn 4. Green flag is out. Good start by Patrick. They're going to stay nose to tail into 1 and 2. And he's going to actually have a little bit more of a lead, but cooler tires could help Patrick on the bottom side. He's going to be about a quarter of a car length between him and Eddie heading into turn number 3. Eddie going to dig out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go as they head into 1 and 2. Patrick going to ship it in down on the bottom out of turn number 2. 1 more turn to go. They're wrecking behind him, but it doesn't matter. White flag is already in the air through turn number 3 and 4. Who's it going to be as they come out of turn number 4? It's going to be Eddie Farnes with the win. Patrick second, Frazier third, AJ and Dale Farnes works his way up to the number 5 spot. Great run for these guys as they come into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to go ahead and go through these results, and we're going to bring in that top 3. Eddie's going to take a victory lap here, as it's going to be Eddie Farnes with the win. Yeah, that was a great race. It definitely was. Yeah, Dale did good. Dale, I didn't expect to see him there. All right, let's go through these results as these guys go ahead and get it lined up on for their pitchers. Eddie's going to go out there and celebrate, as you can hear it. It's going to be Eddie with the win. Patrick in second. Frazier in third. Going to be AJ in that number 4 spot. Dale Farnes in 5th. Taylor in 6th. We're going to go ahead and I got to pause it right there. It's going to be Vandenbush in that number 6 spot. Austin Bolson in 7th. Quentin Johnson in 8th. Jeffrey in 9th. Going to be Metoxin in that number 10 spot. Nowak in 11th. Cade Gailey in 12th. Going to be James Burke in that number 13 spot. Greg Johnson 14th. And Brock Smith rounding out the field in that number 15 spot. That was fun. when they got running, and I'll tell you what, Frazier and Eddie put on a hell of a race. They definitely did. OBS Frankie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As we're going to go ahead and pull in these top three. If they're down in the Discord yet, they are. Well, two of them are. I'm going to make this bigger. We're going to go ahead and click on that. We got one. What up, what up, what up? We are missing
How's it
one.
going?
What's up? What's up? Where is Frazier? We need Frazier. Frazier, where are you? Frazier. All right, great run here tonight. You know, once we got some green flags, all of a sudden your shifter done. Oh, that's unfortunate, Greg. You gotta get a hold of me. I can't. It's hard to talk about stuff like that and the stream. All right,
Frazier's
so
on race radio.
I guess
Frazier's he's in the race radio.
You know that room doesn't do you any good when you got an interview, Frazier.
Yeah.
All right, great run here tonight, and I'll have to tell you, you know, Frazier, that was fun to watch the heat race, and then you and Eddie in the feature there. I didn't know which one of you were going to win it, and then here comes Patrick. He kind of gets in between you guys. Might have been a good thing at that point for you guys, but at least for Eddie. But good run for you here tonight. That thing was a hot rod.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I've just been making a lot of laps today. Other than that, I mean, ain't nothing else you can do on the setup for these things. You can't change anything, so it's all driver.
Yeah, you know, I did a couple test laps before the race. It really just needed a little extra gear, but it was all about that momentum. And man, Eddie had the high side working real good, but there were some points where you were really digging the bottom. I mean, I got to imagine you were dragging the brake a little bit to help that thing rotate.
Yeah, you have to drag it a little bit just to, like you say, just to get it to rotate. But with that high of a gear on the bottom, it's hard to be fast, and it's hard to be consistently fast anyway. And he eventually just pulled away from me.
Well, great run here tonight. That thing was fast. You were fast. Put on a hell of a show. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, it's just pretty much me, Frazier Motorsports, 661 Race Cars. I want to thank James Miller and Brandon Bolin, Ben Crook, everybody making laps with me. We've been running fixed setups about all day, and that ain't something we normally do.
Well, great run. Good to see you out there. Hopefully we get to see you in some more.
Oh, yeah, I'll be back.
All right, bud. Patrick, you had a lot of confidence coming in this one. You were fast in practice, fast in the race. Kind of bid your time a little bit there, putting a ton of pressure on Eddie late, and that yellow flag comes out.
So, for anybody that's still in
Yeah,
here,
I
was
hoping.
Hold on.
This race is official. The incident at the end there was just racing, good hard racing.
All right, I'm going to mute him now. Okay, so they did not throw a penalty on that last lap wreck. So that's what I was curious about. I heard him over the stream too. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, dude, you're fine. When Eddie threw that slider for the lead, I was like, hopefully he'll get held up there and I can get under Frazier enough and then get enough drive, because I was hoping Eddie would scrub off enough speed, but he didn't. And then from then on, he just freaking nailed his marks.
You know, go ahead.
I would have loved to seen what could have happened if I didn't miss a shift in the heat.
Yeah, the track position meant a lot here tonight. You know, I was watching you guys race, and you were taking a little bit lower entry. Eddie was so smooth, a little bit higher, but you were taking a little bit of entry in on the slick, really driving that car in. And it seemed at the end there, you were starting to close a little bit, closing in on the end of that one. I mean, I know the answer to this, but was it all about just keeping the RPMs up and trying to just push it through the corners hard and as fast as you could?
Well, I mean, I can't pass Eddie if I'm running his line. So it was more about searching and trying to find what was fast with staying out of his line. And so I found that little half slider line after running the bottom in both corners, and I'd made up maybe a fraction, but I wasn't gaining really anything at all. So I just started searching, and that's really just what felt comfortable. It was more or less I was just trying to keep the car straight and just get it bent just enough on entry that I could then just put as little wheel input after that. So I really wasn't even thinking about RPMs or anything like that.
Well, it just seems like when you turn these things, it kills the RPMs in them. But so it probably was the best bet. But great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First off, I'd like to thank you for putting it out there for everyone to watch. I'd like to thank Anthony and everyone at AMX for putting on this race. I'd like to thank Taylor Vandenbush. He's the owner of Just a Trim and my pro truck team. Drake and Derek Dryman, they're the owners of the Dirt Oval team that I run on. Then I'd also like to thank the real life sponsors, Beckley Drilling and Blasting Services, Kevin Bailey DDS, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, MCMB Banks, Lost World Caverns, Excel Contracting, Concrete Transformations, Pizzelle Race Fuels, S&S Industrial Maintenance, Adco Performance, Right Way Auto, Axis Custom Decals, Race City Performance, and Redline Nation Racing on YouTube.
Great run here tonight. Good race, and we'll see you more, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, we're going to get to you in just 1 second, Eddie. I got to get some thanks out there. Will, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Benjamin, thank you for the gifts there, the Fest Burst. Austin, I see you out there. Johnny, thank you for the follow. And Dakota, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. Man, Eddie, you were so freaking smooth on that high side. You had to be smiling the whole time. You and James had one hell of a race up there.
Yeah, that was hold on, sorry. Yeah, I mean, between the heat race and then just to continue and carry it over to the main event, that was fun. And I didn't mean to take his nose out there. I kind of went back and watched it. I didn't mean to slide all the way up if I took out his nose, so I apologize to him for that. But I mean, that was good, hard racing, and yeah, they were killing me, both of them, Patrick and him, in 1 and 2 all night. 3 and 4, I had that thing in, but it took me almost all race to finally get 1 and 2 down.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching and I was calling that in the race. I was like, starting in the heat race, you had that high side in turn number 3 and 4 was so fast. If you were side by side, he wasn't meeting you to line if you were side by side going into turn 3. And every time you would just edge him out at the line if you were high. But man, he dug that bottom side pretty good. That high side was just real nice to you here tonight. Sometimes you run into a little bit of luck. We see you on the channel a lot, even when I host. Sometimes you run into some bad luck. Tonight, man, was just your night. You were absolutely flawless out there.
Yeah, I mean, that high side in 3 and 4 came in early, and it worked. And then I started searching around 1 and 2, and it came in there in the middle, and then it kind of went to that slider line. And this is one of those tracks where that tends to happen. But nonetheless, it was a great race. And yeah, I mean, I came in, I got home late. I had like 5 minutes left until the heat race started. So I was no practice. As I told Anthony, I was coming into this. I felt confident. I know I can drive these cars, and I like this track. But the guys that were in here, it was going to be a tough one, and it just ended up where I was on my game tonight. So I'm just happy to get it done, honestly.
Well, your league, the title sponsor for this race here tonight. I know you guys got some racing coming up. I think I've seen you guys a little more active over there on the Discord here lately. So I'm going to let you shout out your league, tell people what you got going on, and give a thanks to friends, family, sponsors.
Yeah, Northwest Racing Association. We're kind of in a sleeping period right now, I should say, but we're starting to ramp things up. So you'll start to see more of us here soon. But yeah, I just Anthony's been a good sponsor. He's been I mean, we've been friends for many years. He sponsored my leagues, and I sponsored his before, and just came up with the opportunity. So I figured I would sponsor this and help out a little bit. Happy to win some of my own money back, but I got to thank all the other people that jumped in on this as well. The 906 Dirt, In Theory Motorsports, Greg Johnson, all of them for helping out and kicking some things up on the sponsorship side. Anthony and all them for putting this on. I think this is the second one I've been able to run Turkey Bowl wise. So I guess 1 for 2 isn't a bad stat.
Hey, even your brother snuck into 5th.
Yeah, he did. He was, let me tell you, he was not happy after the first 4 laps when he had gotten hit twice and had to use his fast repair. And I was like, dude, just calm down. It's a long race. But so I was happy to see him get up into a paying spot as well. And also, before I get out of here, shout out to my real life sponsors: Mountain View Plumbing, DOA Pro Wrestling, Pride and Groom Pet Grooming, Cedar Scapes, Amazing Embroidery and Screen Printing. My wife for dealing with it, me letting me do this. As you can probably hear my child screaming in the background, so it's time to get off of here. But I appreciate her letting me hop on here to do it tonight, and got some money, so can't complain.
No, you can't complain. Great run here tonight. Always good to have you up in here. Good to see you have a good run tonight.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Always good talking to you.
Have a good one, bud. Enjoy the win.
You too.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go over to my Discord, hang out a little bit. If you need that the Discord link, it is over in the TikTok profile. If you're over on one of the other platforms, I done effed up and forgot to put it in the description, but shoot me a DM. I will shoot you a link to the Discord if you guys want to jump in the Discord. But guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks for coming out. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.